Hey guys, this is Charlie and Natasha for Kracht Amsterdam, and we're here with today's home workout. And the home workout is a 16-minute workout, of which every 4 minutes you're going to alternate in between 2 different movements. So in the first 4 minutes you're going to make as many repetitions as you can of push-ups and ground to overhead. So it will be 8 reps push-ups, 16 repetitions ground to overhead, and for that you can use a backpack, but also of course any other weight available. So we have for you a dumbbell in our demonstration today. After 4 minutes you go immediately into the next 4 minutes, which will be squats and bent over rows. The 8 squats you can again perform with a backpack or with a dumbbell or a kettlebell or any other weight available. And in the 16 bent over rows you can choose to do it for 16 double arm or for 8 and 8 single arm. That you'll also do for 4 minutes, and as soon as you finish that, we're going to repeat the whole thing once more for 16 in total. Now, before we start with the movement standards, we're going to run you through a warming up and a bit of static holds as a strength part. So please join Natasha straight away. We're starting with 10 scapular push-ups. So you're going to be finding a high plank, and then you're going to be pulling your shoulder blades apart and together. And in this movement, you can choose to do it on your knees as well, especially if you can gain a bigger range of motion in that position. After 10 of these, we're going to be on the floor flat, finding a full back extension, and then we do gymnastic swimming. So your hands will go from the front to the back to warm up that upper back. 10 repetitions of these. And then after 10 of these, we're going to slowly stand up. And move into good mornings. And with the good mornings, you're going to soften the knees, hinge at your hip, and come back up. And later in round 2 and 3 of this warm-up, you can choose to do it weighted with, for example, your backpack or dumbbell. Notice that the back stays neutral here, your feet are placed under your hips. And after 10 good mornings, we go into 10 jump squats. For the people that cannot do jump squats, you can go for regular ones. And as you see, Natasha will completely extend her hips, making yourself tall in the top. And try to go like really high off the floor. Don't half-ass it by just getting a centimeter. Go as high as you can. I need you to repeat another 2 of these rounds, 10 push-ups, 10 of the gymnastic swimmings, then also 10 for both the good mornings as well as the jump squats. And then before you do so, quickly set us to pause, so that we can do the strength part together as well. And that strength part will be 3 minutes of a static hold. We're going to go for a side plank for both sides into a wall sit, which Natasha will do against the upright instead of a wall. Let's get ready. We're starting with that side plank. Pick your sides, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So we're going to hold it for the full duration of 60 seconds. It's important that you just keep on breathing here. If you find it very hard to hold this position, you can place the top leg on the floor in front of you with the foot flat or like this. And Natasha will demo it without that position. And there are 2 ways to scale this down. One would be to go with that foot, and the other way would be to just stop at any point if you really can't hold it anymore. So we're aiming for holding it for the full duration of 60 seconds. You can start like this, then go with the foot, fully go with the foot, or at one point stop if needed. We have 10 more seconds left before we're going to move on to the other side, and that will be in 3, 2, 1, and switch. So I'm going to clock immediately a minute here. And if you just have been in position for, let's say, about 40 seconds, then I would say go for that same number of seconds on this side as well. And what we're doing is working on that core, right, in this side plank. And core stability is a movement, is like a skill, a strength that you need in nearly any functional movement. So if we think of push-ups or ground to overheads, it's exactly that what you need. And we have 20 seconds to go. Just Keep the pose, try not to panic in your head if you're having a hard time. Breathe through it, nose in, holding it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quickly up into the wall sit. So what we want to see here is that the hips are going to be exactly in line with the knees. Your knees are in line with your ankles. And in this posture, your full back is against the wall in a flat position. For the people that think that this is really easy, you can place your backpack or your dumbbell even on top of your thighs, on top of your upper legs. And this will be a nice warm-up for the quadriceps, for the hamstrings. And we're just holding this posture again. So if you want inspiration for workouts during the day, when alternating with your like desk job work from home, just get your laptop on your thighs and work from a wall sit position. I assure you that it will be very challenging. We have another 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome. Movement standards of the movements for the workout. So starting with the push-ups, you can do that push-ups on the toes. So you're going to go full range of motion all the way down and back up, but on the knees would work as well, ideally also in the full range of motion. Then in the ground to overheads, you can go double arm with a backpack, and then it will be like a combination of like a snatch, clean and jerk. We call that the Viper press. We've done that one before. So you're going to basically clean it, straight arms in the bottom. So Natasha just did it a bit more like this, but I would rather see that you keep the arms completely straight in the start and then only pull. There we go. Thank you. Then in a, and you see how tempting it is to just lift it, because when you're still fresh, you just think about the weight has to go up. But if you think of the efficiency in combination with push-ups, which will fatigue the upper body and later on a lot of bend over rows, then starting with like a deadlift with straight arms is just way more efficient. Try to focus on that. If you would do it with a dumbbell, you can choose to do a clean and jerk or a snatch. And if you choose to do it single arm, it will be 8 one side and 8 other side. Then, for the second part, we have squats, and those squats can be, of course, done without weight, but I think that most of you could be doing it with weight. You hold the weight then in the goblet position or in the front rack position as you want, and then you perform the squats all the way down, hips below parallel, standing fully up, and with the dumbbell it would work the same, of course. You'll just hold it in front of you. Lastly, we have bent over rows. Here, if you go for 16 with the backpack, you're going to hold your backpack with both arms. In the bent over position, think of it as the bottom of a deadlift. You have a straight back and your upper body is relatively in line with the floor. You pull the weight towards your torso, making full contact. And if you choose to do it single arm with a dumbbell or a kettlebell, for example, you have that same position, the same posture, and then you're going to pull the weight up. Your forearm should be just completely hanging as relaxed as possible, and your elbow is supposed to be going up to the ceiling. And then after 8, you switch arms, of course. One more time the setup. You go for 4 minutes push-ups and ground to overheads. You just keep on going until the time is up. Then you go for 4 minutes of squats and bent over rows. There as well, you keep on repeating that full round until the 4 minutes are over. Then you go back for 4 minutes to push-ups and ground to overheads. And then you go for another time back to the 4 minutes of squats and bent over rows. For a total of 16 minutes you'll be moving. If you are eager to keep track of your score, just count your rounds or repetitions throughout the whole thing, and my suggestion would be to just keep on counting up in reps. That might be hard without breaks in between those 4 minutes, so if you do that, get a pen ready so that you can really quickly write down your score and start counting again at the second or third or fourth MRAP. That being said, we want to wish you good luck, have fun,
and enjoy.
Bye guys.
Bye-bye.